Today we're going to see how to fix the AC condensation overflow. So usually what happens is, right, I think in most of the houses you guys will see this overflow line somewhere in the top. You see that, right? That's an overflow line. I did not know that that's an overflow line for a long time, and I started noticing that the water is dripping from there for like almost a year. I didn't even realize that there is an overflow going on. I thought that's normal, and even I was planning to see how to, you know, harness that water, because I always see kind of a small puddle of water here from the water that's actually flowing from the overflow line. So today we are going to see why this overflow occurs and how to fix it. And by the way, here is my AC unit, and let's go inside and check how this overflow works. Let's go inside and check how this AC unit works and how the overflow occurs. So if you're looking at my screen here, this is my carrier AC unit, and I see this pan down here, right? So this is the overflow collection pan. The most important thing is, whenever you see the overflow happens outside, come here, make sure that there is nothing here in the collection pan. If there is water in the collection pan, that's a bad thing. You've got to immediately work on it. So in my case, when I came here, I really don't see anything here. Like there is nothing on the overflow pan, but the overflow lines were like kind of getting out of the water flow. And when I come here, I had these three pipes, and I was kind of confused, like what is what and why the overflow occurs. So what I really figured is, right, after a while, there are like these two lines coming from the unit, 1 and 2, right? So the line on the right hand side, in my case, right, that is the overflow line, and that actually comes here, and then it goes out somewhere to that, and this also connected to this pan, you see, right? So either the overflow happens in the pan as well as coming from the unit, that gets collected and goes out to the overflow line. Now in this case, there is nothing on the pan, but it's still coming from inside, right? So that's the kind of confusing part in my case. Wanted to understand like why that happens. Now when I look at this side, the normal condensation flow, they have this small U here, right? So what really happened, or what's really happening is, right, the water is not actually flowing through the U and going out of this actual outlet. Because of that, because of this U, somewhere is getting blocked in this line, the water is actually getting out of the overflow line, and then that's what is going in the overflow line. So to confirm that that is the case, usually what you can do is you can just remove these pipes. It's kind of pretty straightforward to remove. If you just like kind of turn it around, it should come out. See, it's come out, and then usually you can just go inside and then check whether the water is flowing properly or not. Now in this case, you can see that there is water flow happening, and it's kind of going in. There is no leakage, there is no blockage or whatsoever, right? However, what is happening is that U that got blocked. So all that I did is like just use this simple, tool, just put it inside and then confirm that the water is kind of getting stuck. I end up like taking that paper inside. Now I end up using some just to pick it. But I think the key here is, right, to make sure that your lines are down here, and then I also end up opening up this pipe, and I can see that the water is flowing here, right? So that's the key. So that means the water flow happens in a normal fashion, and we're good to go. So this is really what we end up doing, right? So for unclogging this, all we can do is just to get some the normal bleach, or even some unclogging liquids, right, that are available in Home Depot or other stores, and just pour this into this pipeline, and that's go ahead and unclog it. That's really it. I mean, that's what I did, and hopefully this might be helpful for someone who was seeing that there's water flow in the overflow line, which you got to act on immediately, because that could be a danger. So what could eventually happen is, if you don't treat it well, and if it starts clogging and the water starts going into the plate, and if it gets out of the plate, it will actually create a larger structural damage. The wood and all the foam here, these things can get damaged, which you don't want to get into and deal with. Thank you all.